Hello and welcome to the Max Afterburner channel. I thought I'd make a quick and unusual video while we wait for the next model project video to be completed. So I've had this Country Time lemonade can for just over 20 years, and I tend to throw my spare change into it. It's not pristine in that I go through the top layers from time to time looking for quarters for coffee change at work. The nickels and dimes and pennies have accumulated to the point that when I throw in change, it just skips off the top onto the floor like a flung stone hopping off the surface of a pond. It was finally time to go through the entire can, saving my quarters and any unusual coins and sorting the others out to turn in after all these years. Even though the machine will divvy up the denominations correctly, it interested me to see how much each of the nickels, dimes, and pennies I had collected. I don't expect to find many quarters other than those that have sunk down into the can. Early on, you suddenly realize you have more coins than you thought you ever had. At about an hour in, I'm halfway through the can, but I'm surprised at how many quarters I have already recovered. I was expecting $4 or $5 at most, so it looks like I'm going to be way off in my estimate. After almost an hour and a half, we're finally done. Let's look at the bounty. The can is empty. Here are the dimes, nickels, and pennies. Before we tally up the quarters, let's look at some of the unusual items discovered. Here's some junk, a torque screw and a washer from my days as an F-16 technician, plus a button. I also have a ticket stub from the James Bond 007 movie Skyfall. I also found 2 arcade tokens from Chicago. There were some Canadian coins that turned up. Next are the oldest coins found, some wheat pennies. The oldest penny is from 1913. It dates before World War I and a year after the sinking of the Titanic. I also found 2 World War II era pennies, 1942 and 1944. The most unique item I discovered is what appears to be a coin blank for a US penny that did not get struck on either side. I have no idea if that's worth anything. Probably not. Now look at all these quarters. Amazingly, I was stunned to learn I have $70.25, so much more than I would have ever guessed. Let's take the remaining common coins to a Coinstar machine and see what that totals up to. Before I even started, I discovered the return coin bin had change kicked back by the machine overlooked by the last user or users. $4.56 worth to add to my final totals later on. I'll choose the gift card option to receive the full value for my change, and we'll start with all those pennies while frequently checking the return slot for any coins that didn't pass the first go around. Our first cup of pennies came out to $12.59, so adding a second cup of pennies, we should come out to around $25. Time for the nickels. And last but not least, let's do the dimes. Luckily, the machine rejected 2 silver dimes I missed in my initial sorting and a 2008 Belgium 2 euro cent piece. Here's my final total cash value. Added with what I had found in that coin slot earlier, I had $74.25 in quarters plus my pennies, nickels, and dimes for a grand total of $228.38. Definitely save your pocket change, it can pay off. Take care, and we'll see you later for the next model build video.